Hello everybody, welcome back to another reading from me. My name is Rebecca, and in this video we're going to be doing a pick a card reading for what you can expect coming in March for you. Like, predictions and messages, just, what's coming up for you in the next month. I've got 3 piles again here, like usual, 3 groups. These are your cards. I've pre-shuffled and drawn them for each group. There's a good chance I'll draw more for each group during the reading, like at the end, just to get some more messages out, but these are the majority of the cards that I'll have for you. So if you want to pick based off of the card showing on top, or whatever else is drawing you to that, feel free, but I do, as always, have some items you can look at to help you decide. This time I've got a different tumbled gemstone for each group. For group 1, we've got this one right here, which is a dark blue, maybe slightly purpley tint of a tumbled gemstone. There for you. In group 2, you have this nice pink gemstone. It's got a little bit of some black little dots and lines in there, but it's mostly a nice pale pink. And then for group 3, got this black smooth gemstone. It's hard for me to even hold it because I keep dropping it. It's very smooth and very, almost looks like it's shaped like a little claw or something, but that is for you, group 3. So, as always, the times will be in the description for each group. Also in the description you will find a link to my Patreon page, which I started a little bit back, and you can check that out if you're interested in supporting that page and getting access to Patreon exclusive readings. I will be posting an exclusive patron reading probably around the same day, if not like a day after or before this one goes up on YouTube. So you can check all that out and see what I offer there, and if you feel like supporting that page, then I would appreciate it. But if you can't, that's also that's fine. So you can go ahead and pick whatever group you'd like. Go and to your group reading. We're going to start with number 1. Okay, hello group 1. You are here if you picked the dark blue / kind of purple gemstone here, or if these cards drew you in. So I've got your cards all right here for you for your reading, and this reading is for any general messages and expectations for March, and I'll probably draw a few more cards just to get a little deeper into some things at the end, but we'll get to that when we get there. So I will go ahead and lay all your cards out, and then we'll go over it. Alright, so your first tarot card we got here is the 4 of Wands. And we have the 8 of Wands. We've got the 5 of Wands. And last card from this deck, we have the High Priestess. Okay. 4, 5, and 8 of Wands. So I feel like March is going to be a big month for you as far as like accomplishing tasks, and I think getting a lot of stuff done in March. It seems like you're going to be really going forward with some things, and maybe even planning something for a little bit. And March is where things are going to start taking off and really going. Yeah, with the High Priestess in here, I think it is definitely something you've been working on or waiting for and kind of working up to really getting into. And March is when it's really going to start going for you. Okay. Look at your next tarot deck. First card we've got is the Five of Swords. And then we have the Queen of Swords. So I think you're going to be using, with the High Priestess, you'll have like your intuition, I think, pretty strong in March. And then with the Queen of Swords, I think also like your BS meter is going to be like working fully well in March. And I think just your ability to kind of process things mentally and like be able to kind of organize your tasks, or all your things you need to get done really well next month. Okay, the next card we got is the Four of Cups. And last tarot card is the Ace of Wands. So we got a lot of wands, a lot of fours and fives. So yeah, I think in March things are going to really start progressing for you, especially with something you've been working on or thinking about a lot lately. And you might face some kind of struggles you need to push through with that, given these two fives that you've got here. But it looks like a month with a lot of thought and work and progress that I can see. So I think even if you have these challenges that are going to come up in March, I see you meeting them pretty well and being able to not let them stop you in what you're doing. Oh, then with the Oracle cards, the first one we've got is number 3 of this deck, Tower. It says unplug and relax for a spell. Which feels like it should be right by that one. They give me a similar vibe with their look there. I think with the Tower card there, it's a good reminder for you and a nice message that even with all this work you're going to be doing and maybe some struggles you might have for a brief minute. Excuse me, the cat wants to go right through the center. Kitty, no! This message is here just to remind you to not work yourself, past your point that you can, like don't go past your breaking point. Remember to relax whenever you can and take some time for you to, rest when you need to rest. And the next Oracle card we got is number 16 of this deck, Rooster Mama, which I will need to look up. I haven't pulled that card yet. See what that one's about. Then we also have the Death card. The eternal cycle begins here. So yeah, I think, and we have that Ace there too, so I think something new is going to be beginning in March, and you're going to really be getting your work done for it. So I think there's a new cycle coming for you this month that's going to start some nice changes for you. The last oracle card I've got here is Light. It says, the Fairy Queen of Light comes to shed love and light onto your current situation and to remind you that light can penetrate the darkness. Yeah, so if any of those struggles or hard times with the fives there maybe get you down for a little bit, just remember that, you know, this is something that you want and what you really want to be doing, and you will meet these challenges, and I think not let them stop you at all. So let me look up that one card here, and I'll probably read some on this death card as well just to get the full message of that one. So Rooster Mama. Alright, so for Rooster Mama up there in the corner, it says, when the oracle appears, you are being encouraged to break the tradition, even your own traditions. It's time to shake things up, redefine yourself, even if that means letting things get a bit wild in the henhouse for a while. She reminds you to be bold, to be proud, and strut your stuff. Rooster Mama brings news of a birth, of something new, that will be unlike anything you have ever experienced before. She protects you as you explore and experiment the most unique, individualistic, and confident creative expression of you in your life. So be optimistic, for the light is on its way to you now, and it is, or very soon will be, time to step forward with your own unique vision and voice, which will ring loud and true through the darkness and call forth the light. Alright, so there you go. Whatever you're doing is probably something that is, I mean, with being the Ace of Wands and like a new cycle with this, you know, it probably is something that, even though you've been wanting it and working towards it for a while, it's going to be something completely different, I think, than what you've maybe had experience with in the past. But it's going to be something very specific to you, something very you that is either going to change you or change people's perspective of you, or is just so wrapped up in who you are as like a creative expression maybe, that it's gonna really be something special and important for you in your life. That death card. Although again, I feel like that message is pretty clear. I'm just gonna check if there's anything special in one for. Kitty. Hello. Alright, so the death card. 'Tis not the end, though I may pass in the night. I get to do my time over, although you may get a fright. Kitty. Okay, so death card says, many pagans believed that death was the beginning of the cycle of life. When you think about it, most people consider the act of birth to be the beginning of the life cycle. We are born, we live, and we die. And depending on your beliefs, you may get to go around again. Instead, pagan cultures see death as the beginning of a whole new adventure. The place where your soul gets to choose where it incarnates, why and what it wants to experience. Then and only then does it get born into a body that lives and eventually dies before returning to ride a new cycle. So it says with this card, it means something is falling away or will do so you can begin strongly afresh. There is great power in this clearing. If you pull this card at Halloween particularly, the message is stronger still. You should actively celebrate this new beginning. Okay, so yeah, I mean, it says that too, you know, new cycle beginning, but yeah, it's just going to be something very significant, like I said, that I feel like is very personal to you, that's gonna really, you know, make you feel really good. And I just got hit by, you know, this is a moth, I'm assuming it's a moth, and when I pulled this card, the High Priestess, I thought, wow, with the robes and stuff and all this, that really looks like a moth to me. I didn't say that when I was pulling it, but I was looking at it in the camera and I was like, oh, it looks like a moth. We have a moth here, and then those wings look very similar to the wings here, so that feels important to me. Maybe moths are important to you, but this jumped out at me. So, okay, so we've got that. I'm definitely going to pull you some more little cards here. Let me grab. I need to get my big box. Just so we can get a little bit more about this month, because I'm sure, you know, you'll know what this is about, because it's not something, I don't think, for most of you is going to just spring up out of nowhere. I think it's something that you have been trying to work towards or bring into your life or change about yourself for a little bit, and March, I think, is just when it's all going to start really happening. So I'm just getting you some more little cards, just any other messages or what else they can look forward to in the coming month in March. One. I don't want too many. Just give me like a few more. One more. Alright. I got you a few little tea leaves here. So the first one I got here for you is Seahorse, Family Matters. So family is going to be very important in this whole endeavor. Either it's something involving your whole family, or they're going to be very integral. They're going to be very important in playing a part in all of this next month. And then the next card I got for you is Bridge. Successfully overcoming a problem. Like I said, I think those struggles that you might get hit with at some point, I see you meeting them and not letting them stop you. So there's confirmation of that. And then we got Moon. Changes in your life. Definitely gonna have some changes happening in March. And we have Valley. Deep personal strength and peace that assure success. Alright. Put that right on the tower because that feels like that one. And then we have Firecracker, which is excitement. So this whole new thing is going to be very exciting for you. Like I said, it's something that you've been working towards or wanting or like trying to change, either for yourself or for your life. And with it really taking off, that would be exciting. So I see like happiness, excitement, and like nervous like excitement and big changes. Just don't forget to take that time now and again to let yourself relax when you need to relax. You know, don't let yourself, you know, run into the ground with whatever you need to do. Yeah, let me get some more for you. It doesn't feel like enough. And for this, I know it has Family Matters right there, but I'm not getting a specific like area of your life that this is going to be happening in. Like, I don't know if it's going to be like career related, relationship related, or if it's going to be just something about you as a person. Like, I think it kind of is varying depending on the person. All I can say is that it feels very important and very like personal and unique to you. Like, it's something that's gonna change you more than everything else around you, or every other one else around you. So take that as you will. So I pulled this card for you, number 2, Journey, which makes perfect sense to me. You are going to be taken onto a journey here with this, really beginning something So it's just kind of, you know, just saying again, this is going to be just a significant journey or a significant point in a journey, you know, for you. And it's just going to be the beginning. You know, we've got the Death card, the Ace card, and this one to me feels like that too, where it's going to be the beginning of a journey for you, the very start of something super exciting, something that's going to change a lot of things for you personally, and like will affect people and things around you probably, because if you change, some things around you will also change. So, but got the light here, and you know, it's there to help you. And honestly, this Four of Wands tier 2, I think, you know, it's going to be a celebration when it finally gets to happen for you. You're going to be very excited and very, very happy, I think, with this change. We'll just pull one more little message card for you, and then we'll be done, because it's just, when this one came out, it's just like, I feel like it's just telling me it's the same things again, so I think it's gotten out what it's going to get out for now. It's going to give you one little affirmation reading card here. So I got one more little message card for you here that you can take with you into March. And that is a message of authenticity. Because authenticity is the name of the game. Whatever comes up, I will feel it. Whatever needs to be said, I will say it. Whoever doesn't get it doesn't have to get it. But at least they know it because I've said it. And that's way better than leaving a passive-aggressive note about it. Alright, so that is what I've got for you, Group 1. Feels kind of short, but very to the point, I think, for your March. You got something coming in that's going to be happening and changing you and things around you coming up that you've been waiting for, and you're going to be, you know, really, really excited about. So enjoy that, and know that it's just the beginning of a journey for you that I think is going to lead you to a lot of happiness and good things. So thank you for being here, and like I mentioned in the intro, if you'd like to check out my Patreon to see exclusive readings that I offer and other things there, you can go ahead and check it out if you'd like. If you'd like to subscribe here and see any more readings from me in the future, you can go ahead and do that. And thank you for watching. Hopefully I will see you in the next reading. Bye-bye. Hello, Group 2. You are here. If you picked this nice little pink gemstone, or if you were drawn to these cards, or, you know, the look of the stack of the cards, or whatever it could have been for you, you are here, and you're here for a reading. We're going to do just about March and what you can expect during March. Any messages for you, or, you know, just to give you a heads up about what is going to be happening for you. I got Tarot and Oracle cards. I'm going to go ahead and lay them all out, and we'll get into all of it. And I will probably draw a few more Oracle cards once I get through all the ones I've got already. So, we'll get started here. Okay, so the first tarot card I got for you is the Two of Swords. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles. There's definitely going to be something you're going to be thinking on, I think, this month. Choices to consider. Maybe some mental work to be done, like, you know, learning something or reading books or getting yourself educated on something. That's what I'm getting so far. And the next card I've got is the Knight of Wands. And then I've got the Ten of Wands. So yeah, I think you're going to be thinking on some stuff this next month. And I feel like you've got a lot on your mind, a lot that you feel like is on your back. Something that you're going to really have to be considering and maybe educating yourself on. Right. So for your next tarot deck, the first card I got is the Ten of Wands. So yeah, I feel like have a lot weighing on you, you know, a lot weighing on your mind, a lot that I think you're dealing with, that you need to really be considering. I think it's going to be a busy month. I think you've just been burdened with something. Next card I got here is the Page of Swords. So yeah, definitely this feels like you to me. I know we got the Knight up here, but this Page of Swords is feeling more like you guys to me. Especially with all those books flying around. Okay, then the next card I got is the Nine of Swords. Lots of swords for you. And the last card I've got is the Lovers. Which a lot of times is indicative of making decisions or having choices and options to be thinking over. It could also be something related to a relationship, but I'd have to get more into it to see about that. But to me it feels more of like mirroring this Two of Swords up here, which is just about like having options and choices. Something that you're having to really think on and consider all of the possibilities in front of you. Oh my god. Okay. Sorry, I was looking at your oracle cards here before I lay them out, but alright. First oracle card I've got here is number 22 of this deck. Orenda. Honor your mystical creative force. And then we've got look in a book. Whatever your question right now, you'll find the answer in a book. The words you find will bring the insight you seek. So, these three cards to me are very much about books, book learning, and like research, knowledge, educating, you know, yourself about something. Maybe you are considering going to college or taking on a new study of some sort. It could be, you know, online or in person, or training for something, and you've got options you need to consider for that, you know, or even consider just even being able to do that right now. Things like that. So I think you're weighing heavily on things like that at the moment. The next card I got for you is She Who Calms, Jenna. Stillness, purity, and quiet. And the last card I got for you says, a year from now. So it could be that a year from now you will be in the thick of, you know, this education, or it could be a year from now that your decision about all of this will fully play out. A year from now could be something significant to you. Maybe that's a deadline you have, you know, in regards to all of this, but that is there for you. So yeah, you definitely have something on your mind that you're needing to really consider and take some time to think on, or maybe you're going to be in education, you know, learning something for our career or just for your own curiosity, whatever it is. And I see it causing you some worry and anxiety, either about making the decision or about actually, you know, doing that study. Let me look up this one because that's a brand new deck I need to check out. Alright, so Orenda up there in the corner. Honor your mystical creative force. There is a mystical force present in all people that empowers them to affect the world or affect change in their own lives. Orenda appears when it is time to make a sacrifice in order to move into the next creative expression of self. Maybe that's why it's such a hard thing for you too, because, I mean, obviously if it was something really easy that wouldn't cause you much of a hassle, it wouldn't really need to be a decision, right? The maiden contemplates her role in creation. The seed, the birth, the nurture, the release, both in her ability to procreate and her choices of expressing her creative force in relationships, music, art, and food. She sits bathed in the light of the distant full moon, her mystical powers reflecting far into the past and far into the future. The sacred snake extends from her woven hair. Her blood is offered to it as a sacrifice. It is the sacred dance of creation to give life, and in return have some of her own taken away, transferred, transformed. This card embodies the ancient goddess as she was depicted in the Garden of Eden as primordial, omniscient serpent, the bearer of wisdom. If this card is drawn by a woman seeking to start a family, it confers pregnancy and fertility. Orenda relates to all the sacred female cycles, transitions of maiden to mother to crone, blessing them as divine and equally valuable and beautiful. Alright, so yeah, you are going to be in a time, or maybe you are already, but it's going to extend, it seems, through March, where you're going to be in a time of contemplation and learning, you know, about what you maybe want to do, your best options, and just really having these decisions to make. And you got the Ten of Wands twice, so I really do think this is kind of a big thing that's weighing on your mind, where you just feel like you have all of this worry and, you know, the anxiety and like the of having to do something. And, you know, researching and looking up stuff is not a bad thing to try to help you make decisions, especially if it is education related. And with this card here, with She Who Calms, you know, stillness, purity, and quiet, I know that card is about, you know, finding a place of stillness and quiet and being able to to let yourself be able to receive guidance and receive help, you know, from anyone trying to offer it to you. Like if you're asking for your guides to kind of help you with this, you know, being like, what do I do? Please help me, you know, give me a little bit of direction here. This is, you know, advising you to try to find a nice quiet place where you can try to shut that down a tiny bit to really receive the message in that you need. So let me get you some more. I'm going to grab you some little tea leaf oracles here. Group 2 in their March. That's too many. Oh man. I asked for 5 and I got 4 immediately, so. Sometimes you just also have to ask and be in a place where you can be still and calm to really objectively look at stuff too. So. Alright, so your card I got here, I got one harp. Great happiness. And we have dark man. Dealings or relationship with a man with dark complexion or hair. So the dark man could be someone significant in you making this decision, or maybe a key factor in what needs to happen. And we have tree. Affairs with your family. Then we have rooster. An arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. Okay. And then we have carrot. Opportunity or windfall. So, I do think you have an opportunity coming, and you have some decisions to make, some knowledge to kind of gain for yourself, some things to really consider, and you know, doing your research is always, I think, a good way to try to work on that. But also, I think, make sure that you are letting yourself get into a state where you are able to receive messages, you know, a little easier too. Because with all this going on in your mind, I think it makes it harder for messages to come through sometimes. So don't block everyone out because you're so worried. So card I drew for you here, we've got, it's 39, 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel. Put him right there. So that is self-expression, it's speaking your truth. So Gabriel is sending powerful energy to your throat center, acknowledging your power to communicate and your readiness to do so. This angel opens you up to truthful expression, both with yourself and others. You may have had trouble with expressing emotions and ideas in the past, but Gabriel is here to tell you that your soul longs to take this leap now. Be aware that true communication includes how you speak to yourself, so never deny your profound internal value. Speak up for yourself, write in your journal, let your words flow. Now is the time to express yourself freely and fully. The universe always honors your choice to do so. This card could also indicate that a communication project is coming, or a time of heightened communication with spirit and telepathy with others. Alright, so maybe with all of the mental gymnastics that you're doing, it's become really hard for you to express like what you want or what you need, you know, to others, so that maybe they can't even help you because they don't know what you need. So that's another thing I want to work with Jenna there. It's just like, make sure you're letting yourself be able to receive and send out messages. You know, maybe writing it all down would help. Like, just write down everything you're thinking, everything you're feeling about all of it. You know, pros and cons list if that works for you, and then just sit on that. You know, let it get out of your head and put it onto something more tangible that you can look at, so that maybe you're not torturing yourself with it 24/7. And then maybe you can allow other messages to come in that could help guide you with it. And a lot of times doing that can also just kind of help you focus on, you know, what it all means and what you actually do want, and, you know, things like that. So I would recommend that for you. See one of these little message cards here. Group 2 for their March. What can I tell them? What do you want to tell them? Okay, so the message card I got for you is playfulness. I am a playful participant in life, and I always have the option to make something a fun game rather than a heavy burden. Mary Poppins put sugar in the medicine for a reason. The lady really knows how to party. So yes, don't forget to let yourself have fun once in a while too, you know? Like it was saying, heavy burden. I feel that for you, for that, with that 10 of Wands twice, the 9 of Swords, and then all this mental energy of feeling like you have to really be thinking about something a lot or researching something a lot. Can be very serious and very heavy depending on what it is. So don't forget to let yourself play, have fun, and relax once in a while. Let yourself live also, you know, while you're here and able to do so. So whatever this is, I mean, you got that year from now message. That could be when it actually is going to start, or when all the changes from this is going to take place. But yeah, I'm not sure what else I can say about that for you. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. This isn't a new thing that came out of nothing for you, so I don't know if I can say, if, you know, one way or another, if you make a decision this month or not, but you're definitely doing a lot of work on it in March. And you know, I see great happiness and opportunity, affairs with your family, and then maybe a dark man who maybe is also this rooster, but you know, some things to kind of keep an eye on, to work on, and let yourself have some fun too once in a while, alright? You can't be too serious all the time. So, that is what I've got for you, Group 2. Thank you for watching. Like I said in the intro, if you'd like to check out my Patreon to see the exclusive readings I put up for there, or any other, you know, what else I offer that you might be interested in, you can check that out. You can subscribe here if you want to see any other readings from me in the future. So, thank you for watching, and hopefully I will see you in the next reading. Bye-bye. Okay, hello Group 3. You are here if you picked this smooth black gemstone here. Or if, let me see where I can put that, there we go. Or if any of these cards drew your eye. These are your cards I've got for you here for this reading. And this reading is for March. It's to see, you know, what you can expect, what's coming up this month, and any messages that I can get out here for you. So, I'm going to lay out your cards and we will get into it. Okay. So Group 3, your first card is the Tower. We have the 7 of Swords. Got the 3 of Cups. And the 9 of Swords. And the next card I've got for you is the World. I might have to recommend this song that's on now, but I'm going to wait a minute. We've got the 8 of Grails. Then we have the Two of Skulls. And the Six of Skulls. So, what I'm seeing right now is that March is going to be a month, I think, of revelation for you. I think somebody, or you know, maybe even you, but there's a person here that is deceiving someone else. So somebody that's lying, that's hiding something, and that is, and then there's a person also that is feeling very down because of that. Because we have the Eight of Grails, where you kind of feel chained up and restricted in what you can feel, like, or express. And with the Nine of Swords, like, somebody's hurting, whether that's you or someone else involved with this. They're hurting, but they're not showing that. And that could be what the deception is. It could be you hiding, you know. Because when I see this card, especially with this, it's like this skeleton hand is you, but you are showing, you know, the hand, the full hand, but you feel like you have been stripped down to this, like you're more exposed and like, or feeling more of like incomplete, maybe is the word. And then with the Eight of Grails, you're also like emotionally feeling very I want to say restricted, you know, restricted, or like not really well, like with your emotions, like but we have the Tower here and the World, which is making me feel like this is going to get exposed in March. Like somebody or something is going to make this apparent, like this deception, and they're going to tear it all down and really just show, you know, what's really going on. But yeah, I think with this Tower, I think it's gonna be exposed and it's gonna be broken down, and somebody's gonna tell you, this needs to be, you need to be honest. Because I do feel like it's you. Because I think once you're able to do that, you know, we've got the Three of Cups in here too, and like Two of Skulls. Okay, so I was gonna recommend the first song I was listening to, but now this one came on that I think is more on the nose with it than the other one. And it's Waving Through a Window from the musical Dear Evan Hansen. So I will post a link to that song in the description, because it feels like that's gonna be speaking to you pretty well right now. But yeah, I think you are just somebody who hides a lot of things from other people, and not to be like deceptive, not to be mean or, you know, anything like that. You're just somebody who wants everyone else to think differently of you, you know, to to not worry about you, to not know how bad, you know, you might feel, because you just don't want anyone to know. But I think in March, somebody is going to see through that, and they are going to bring that tower energy of breaking all of that down, because they want you to be honest, or maybe they want to help you, or get you help if you need it, you know, just something like that. They want to take you to this world, you know, card, where you can feel more complete and more abundant, you know, and just happier. Like you can finally be like, oh, now I'm good with everything. And obviously 1 month isn't enough time to like completely change someone like that, but that's what they want for you. And it is going to be slow work, I think, with these skulls in here telling me that. Let me get your oracle cards going. See what else we got here. Okay. So the first card I got for you is Winter. The sacredness of pausing. And then we've got meant for you. So yeah, definitely, if I didn't already feel that way, that card would have let me know that this is talking about you. And we've got card number 7 here with community. So yeah, I definitely think at least one person, it could be more than that, in the next month are going to see through you, and they're going to bring that tower to you and just burn down all of this deception that you have from them, and just try to help you, you know, get into a better state of mind, get you thinking better, and just being there to support you. The next card I got is number 35, Vertigo. Whatever you choose will be correct. So it is possible that this is something you've been thinking about doing for a while. And to me, these two cards look so similar. I think maybe that's part of why you feel kind of bound and stuck. Is maybe, you know, you've been wanting to make a change, you've been wanting to do something, but maybe you're stuck between how you want to do it and what works best for you, and you just get overwhelmed with choices. But it says whatever you choose will be correct. I think with any support from this community that you have, or those friends that you have around you that are going to be there, I think you are perfectly capable of making a decision, and know that no matter how you get any kind of assistance you need, you're still getting assistance, right? Like, you're still going to get the help, or, you know, the support, or whatever it is that's going to be happening for you. So, making a decision and moving forward is usually correct, no matter which tiny variations, you know, you might take. So for that Winter card up there, it says, lightly I step, where the earth falls asleep, a lullaby to rest and pause, the soul's secrets to keep. Death is frightening, even though, or perhaps because, it is inescapable. However, as we move into winter, we know it signals a literal and metaphysical death. In some parts of the planet, the extreme weather means snow and ice buries all life, and the ground lies fallow and still. In winter, the earth slows down, and there is less light and often more wet weather. Many plants die back, many animals are less active, and traditionally it was a leaner, more difficult time for those who worked on the land for their living. Winter often brought with it the end of a life cycle, a figurative or literal death. Should the winter card appear to you, it's time to let what no longer serves you die away. Where it seems natural and right to let things that have been bothering you for some time die back, take real action to change those things. Anything that is superfluous, extra, and burdensome, release it. Throw it in that bonfire in the Tower card. That's exactly what I saw with this once I put it all out. Like, that tower, the bonfire, like, it's just throwing all of that stuff that you don't need anymore and that doesn't serve you, all this deception that I'm seeing. Like, throw it into that fire and burn it away. Let it die and just let yourself be unbound and move forward for what you need to do. Now, with this meant for you card, I know usually it's just a good signaling card of like helping draw your attention, being like, hey, this message right here is meant for you right now. Like, it's a very short message in the book, because it's just literally like, what is rightfully yours or very soon will be right in front of you. It is or very soon will be right in front of you. Opportunity is the universe believing in you. Return the compliment by accepting what is being offered with open arms and a trusting heart. You'll be glad you did. All paths, oh, this is exactly what I was with the vertigo right here. Just don't worry if this opportunity seems to be leading you down a different path to what you expected. All paths lead us to where we need to be. Sometimes the universe just has a better idea of what will get us to our destination at the perfect time, and along the pathway that will be the most benefit to all. Trust what is happening. Accept that you deserve good things to happen to you, and don't be shy. Now is your time to step up, open your mouth and your arms, and say, thank you, I accept. So yeah, I think March is going to be a time for you to finally let yourself accept the help, accept the words that your friends are trying to give you, accept everything, and make decisions about what needs to be thrown out and thrown into the bonfire, and what you need to take with you into your next, stage of your life. I'm getting you a few more cards here. Group 3, March. Okay. Alright, so the first card I got is Feather. Someone you know is undependable and insincere. Maybe there is also a person in your life that is not part of that community, but who is still around you, that is not helping your situation. That might be another thing that your community comes in to back you up on. They might try to get rid of that person out of your life. That could be another thing that you need to take away. I was going to say throw in the bonfire, but, not literally. And don't throw people into bonfires like that. But you know what I mean. Be careful of toxic people. We have Target, a goal-oriented person. That could be you, or it could be someone in your community who's coming in to help you get stuff done. And we've got Box. You will receive a gift. Cane. Pay attention to your health. It doesn't have to be physical health, but mental health is just as important, sometimes even more so. You know. And then we have finger, warning you of a problem either now or in the near future. Alright, so I think, you know, I've said this, I feel like, in every group, but what's going to be happening is not news that much to you. Like, you know the situation you're in, obviously. You know where you are, what you've been going through, and what you want. And you know, this is here to just give you confirmation, or to give you maybe some guidance on what to do, or just a helpful message, I guess. So this warning of a problem now or in your near future, I think you are probably very aware of that. Pay attention to your health. You know, it could be that maybe things are a lot worse than you let on. Maybe some people know some extent of what you're going through, but they don't know everything. And now they do, because sometimes when that happens, things get way too bad, and then we don't know what to do to help. And it becomes harder the longer and longer it goes on. So, pay attention to what's going on with you. And when your community or friends or family or whatever it is come in to try to help and assist you, please don't break them off. Don't break them off. Push them away. Like, don't ignore them. Don't lie. Don't do anything like that, alright? This card I got for you is anxiety. Maybe that's one thing you struggle with, but I think you're very worried about what's happening and what could happen in the future, and you're just needing some, oh my god, okay. So, I'm going to bring this other card back out because it flipped over and I felt like putting it right back, but then the other one. So first I got this one, woman holding a heart, and I was like, oh, I think maybe, but let's just put it back and see. And then immediately this one fell out, man holding a heart. So you have people, you have a community, you have people that love you, people that will help you, that want to help you, that want to see you better. And they are all around you, looking to support you. You just gotta be honest. You gotta be open to letting them help you, to receiving their gift they're gonna give you. Do whatever you need to do, you know, to let yourself listen to them and accept all this love that you're surrounded by. I think I'm going to pull you one more card, and then we'll wrap it up here. Let's see what you have to say for group 3. Group 3 for their March. Alright, I got you 2 cards because I felt like I needed to. I got the first card here for you is Flourish. It says, the Lotus Flower Fairy tells you to learn from experience and shed your inner light on any unclear areas of your life or those of others. And I got Believe in Magic. Open your eyes and see the magic that's all around in nature. The Fairy of the Northern Lights says you are part of nature, so you are magical too. So I just feel like you needed to hear both of those. Maybe you don't feel like you are magic, or that you have a lot of inner light to share, or that it's not there anymore. But I wanted these fairies to tell you differently. So for Flourish, even though it has a little thing there, the book has more. It says, from dirty mud, beautiful flowers emerge. We can liken mud to the trials of life, to the things that have hurt us, but also ultimately shaped us and helped us to grow into the people we are today. From pain comes growth, and this growth can inspire others who are going through similar discomfort. The lotus fairy flower, the lotus flower fairy comes to say that you have a wealth of experience that can be used to help others. When we learn from the past and from painful experiences, we can truly and fully flourish into beautiful beings who shine from the inside. You're a beautiful flower, born of the lessons of the past. If you're going through a tough time right now, this fairy reminds you that you're receiving life's spiritual ingredients with which to grow and flourish. This card also tells you that a lotus flower and a rose can't be compared. For every flower is unique and beautiful, and the same goes for us humans. We each have special talents and skills, and no one can be as good at being you as you are. The fairies know this only too well, so celebrate the wonderful person you've become and continue to flourish. And then believe in magic. When the fairy of the northern lights appears, she comes to tell you to open your eyes and see the magic that's all around you. The aurora borealis is pure magic, and seeing the colorful ribbons of light dancing in the sky is on many a wish list. Perhaps you too have felt drawn to see this phenomenon in real life. If so, this card is confirmation that it's time to start making those plans. Or maybe another faraway location is calling to you. When nature beckons you, your spirit knows the way to go. The message may not be so literal, however. Instead, this magical fairy could be flying in to remind you to open your eyes and heart to the magic and wonder of the natural world, so much of which we take for granted. The fairy of the northern lights says, when you're taking a walk, stop. Look up, look down. See the magic that's all around. Because sometimes we need a gentle reminder to stop and smell the roses and revel in the magic of nature. Perhaps we're being called to inspire someone else to see the world through new eyes of wonderment. Children see magic all around them. It's natural to them. If you feel stuck in a rut, tune into your inner child. Learn to see the world through the eyes of a youngster once again. Okay. So that is what I've got for you, Group 3. And please take these messages to heart. Even if some other things may not happen for you the way I've said, or maybe you aren't able to make decisions this month, please take these messages with you. Know that you're loved and that you have community around you who care for you. And please keep an eye on yourself. Alright? So, that is all I got. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. And I hope I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.